Hey guys, it's Lou, and welcome back. Today I have a little bit of something else. Like last time I had more editing involved. Today I have a homemade tripod, which hopefully it will work. Which so far it seems to work. It's made with my phone, which I normally use my camera. I usually use my pop socket to hold it up. With rubber bands holding it on to a part of a music stand, because I'm a trumpet player. So here you have today's review. Siege Astrotrain, which as you can see right now is in his space shuttle mode. You can see it's pretty nice. Got some nice detailing in the front. Let's see, there's like nice windows. Come to the sides, there's some nice paint on the wings. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but there's a little Decepticon logo, some detailing. The only thing I would like to complain about is this whole section being like almost like you took the back half, ripped it off, and now all the electronics are exposed. Nothing against Hasbro, but the design for this mode's not the strongest mode. We'll say that. But yeah, he does come with some accessories, which would be all in here. Well, right now this is the caboose for the train mode. But if you want, you can open up the sides. Open, please. Oh, just open up this everything. You'll see there's some weapons in there, which there are some ports here. Here and here and here. You can just put them on. But for now, we're just gonna take the weapons off. And put it off to the side. So now you can take this whole section right here. You're gonna turn it around, and that will just tab in right under here. No, sorry. For this one, you want to turn it around and tab it in here. Yeah, sorry, my bad. That's for another thing later. But now, you have like a little base thing. You can, use this clip right here to, put it on your base formers. But then, you can take these 3 ports here, and you can just plug it in right here. See if I can get it. There we go. I didn't plug it in all the way since it's a little bit of a pain to get it out afterwards, but you can have a little base, take weapons, put them here. But, yeah, so now we can get into a comparison. So here you have Astrotrain with his buddy Shockwave. So you can see, obviously, in vehicle mode, Shockwave's a lot bigger. But in robot mode, they're roughly the same size, as you'll see later. And here we have him with Prime, which Prime is kind of small, but whatever. I did forget to mention that, like Shockwave, he's a leader class, more Voyager size though, but I think it's because of all of, that. So, now there's not really much else to talk about with the space shuttle modes, and now let's get him into his train mode. So to start, you just want to untab this back section. Hold on a second, it's a little hard, so let me just come back when it's good. Of course, on camera it was hard to do, but when I took it off camera, I got it right away. So then you're just gonna take the arms, or what are the robot arms, just flip them around. Then you're gonna take this whole section, just bring it apart. That way you can just get this out of the way for just a second. And you're gonna want to take this fin, flip it up. You wanna fold that in, and there's his head. Ta-da. Then you wanna just fold these side panels in, just make sure everything's nice and tabbed in. Then you're gonna flip these back up and flip the whole thing upside down. Then you're gonna wanna untab the front section. You're gonna wanna flip it around. And then there's gonna be these sections right in here. I don't know how well you can see that. You're gonna wanna flip that out. Then you're going to want to take sections, tab them together. Then you're going to want to take this bottom section, and it's on like a slider, so you just have to push it down like so. Let's see. Let's get everything. Hold on. Make sure everything's lined up though. There we go. Now we can take this whole section and bring it back into place. Make sure down here that everything's tabbed in just as well. Make sure everything is nice and together. Then you want to take the arms, bring them back to where they were, and just close up the back section as if we're going back into space shuttle mode. Then you're going to want to take these panels, just open them for a second, so that you can just bring these down. And well, you don't have to open them just right this second, so let's close those back up. But you want to take the wings, fold them up, then you want to put, there's a little slot there that will go with a tab there. You just want to line everything up so it's all good. Then you want to flip these panels out so that way you can swing this whole section around and flip it back down. Same thing. Flip it up and down. And there you have Astrotrain and his train mode, which I personally think is the best of the 3 modes. Because, well, not the best of the 3 modes. I think the robot mode is very strong as well, but definitely better than whatever was going on in the back, back here in the space shuttle mode. Let's see. So we've got a nice little front section, and I used to not realize that this comes down, so I'm just like, why is it hovering? But now, I see. Got some nice, like, train detailing. Got a nice, like, metallic look on the top, it's like purple, but still it looks kind of metallic. And of course you can still have these ports, and I guess on the back if you want to put stuff there. And by the way, you can put effects parts in here, so you can just rocket train off into the distance or rocket ship off into the distance. So he does have some accessories, which he always had them, but they are compatible now. So, got this, which will be the caboose for the train, and then, plug it in the same way. And now you have a full train. So now we can get into comparisons. So we have, again, Shockwave, which is still a lot bigger. And we have Prime. So now there's nothing much else to say about the vehicle modes. So why don't we get him into his robot mode? So first you want to flip. Sorry if it's a little noisy. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. So we've got, flip those up. We got to flip these back and flip out the wings again. Now I'm going to come up to the front. I'm going to push that back up. I'm going to take the legs and just flip them like that. You want to flip these parts in and spin this around before collapsing that in. And then back here, what you want to do, well, first you want to take the foot. You just want to unclip it. And there's just a little slot right there. I don't know if you can see it, but this little tab will go in. Just like so. Then you want to take this, and while you can have it like this, the instructions tell you to tilt it and leave it there. So that's what I do, because that's what the instructions say. And same thing, you want to flip it around, get all that, and peg the foot, which is a little hard, but you can do it. And you want to do the same thing, tilt. You want to flip down these skirts. Then you want to untab this section before just swinging it down. You want to clip this in here. Then you want to bring the whole backpack section down. That will just tab in. And here, we're almost done. You want to just take the arms and straighten them out. Clip it in and flip out the fist. Same thing over here. Just straighten everything out. Flip out the fist. It's just a little hard sometimes. And there you have Siege Astrotrain and his robot mode. So, he has a nice... Yeah, let me lift this up. Aha! Useful. Now, you see he has some nice face detailing. It's nice yellow up here. You can see he's got some, abs, I guess. You come to the legs. It's basically just the front half of both the vehicle modes. And then you come to the back, and it's just train, wing, stuff. So, yeah. So now we can bring in his accessories. And what we're going to do with these is just, take it all apart. So we're just going to, again, we're going to take out all the weapons. Ooh, drop that one. Just going to get all the weapons out of the way. And last but not least, we're going to take this. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this section. And like I did before, by accident, it's on a mushroom peg. It'll come off. It's okay. Just clip it back on. So anyway, you want to just tab it in here. Then you want to take this part. Just pull it off. Yank it off. And you want to just push up the wheels. You see there are wheels in there. They'll be out. You want to push them in. So now... If you remember with Shockwave, he had the feet. These are the feet for Astrotrain. You just want to line it up here. And he'll have the feet. Then you want to take this section. You just want to collapse everything in. And there's nothing else you can do with it besides just... putting it on his back, which makes him very top heavy, back heavy, I should say. It's annoying, but whatever. Then you got all of his guns, which he can hold and stuff, but you can combine them by taking these two guns, putting them together. Then you want to take these smaller guns and just peg them in on the sides here. Just fix everything. Then you want to get this thing, and you want to orient it that way. And there you go. He has a big Astrotrain gun. So, yeah, that's really it. You could just remove it all. The same way you put it on, just wiggle. Same thing on the other side, just wiggle. There you go. Just get him back to how he was. So for comparison, here's with Buddy Shockwave, which, as you can see, they're both leaders. And here he is with Optimus Prime, which actually Optimus Prime, who's a Voyager, is taller than him. So, that was the noise of me hitting my leg, by the way. I don't know why I did that. And here's one more comparison with both of them fully armored up, Shockwave and Astrotrain. And one more thing I did forget to mention is that all of his guns, so all of these except for this one, are compatible with the Vect parts. Actually, yes, this one is. It has a little peg on the inside. Whatever. Now, one more final thing before we end this review. We'll take a look at its articulation, so you can see he can look down, up a little bit. Can't look down really, but he can look all around. His arms would be able to do a full 360 if it weren't for the wings being in the way. He has a bicep swivel. His arms can bend, deep elbow bend, mainly from the transformation. And, I mean, I guess if you count this little bit of, like, wrist up and downage, that could be articulation. As far as his legs go, they can go forward that far. They can go back that far. He can do just about like a full split. His knees bend like about 90 degrees, I would say. And, I mean, I think if you untab this, he might. No. Just a little bit of up and down at the ankle. No ankle tilting. So, yeah, that is Siege Astrotrain. And I'll see you guys in the next review.